Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. So today I bring you guys something a little different and something a little weird, none other than loot from 10 hours of Tarn's Lair zombies. Now these zombies are not just the basic zombie that drops bones and maybe a champion scroll if you're lucky. These are a little different than that. They have over 100 different drops that you can get from them, and I gotta say the variety is insane. Now at first I thought to myself, alright, I'm just gonna high alch a lot of these items and bank, minimally, but then I realized that there's actually a bank right next to this area. It does cost 100 GP to use, and as you can see in the intro, it was right next to where I was killing these zombies. So I made the choice to, instead of high alch everything, I was going to pick everything up for 10 hours, and man, I gotta say, my bank got full very quickly. The gear for this video is simply max strength as well as my Fang, and the inventory was just my Saradomin Godsword to get me back some HP and prayer, Divine Super Combats, as well as just a couple prayer potions. Rune Pouch wasn't necessary after the first couple of inventories, and the gem bag and herb sack did come in handy for the uncommon gem and uncommon herb drops. I was also using a salve amulet since these are zombies, and it would give me extra DPS, so that was nice. And overall, you can find many different locations of many different zombie spawns in the Tarn's Lair. There are 6 different locations, but I chose the one that was closest to the bank, and the only downside of this is that there was one specific skeleton alongside these zombies that I had to keep killing because it would just not stop attacking me. So I guess you get a 2-in-1 here because I did kill this specific skeleton for all these 10 hours too, so I'll show you guys the separate loot on RuneLite compared to the zombie loot. Now these zombies are all sorts of different levels. The highest level is 98 and the lowest level is 40, and I was killing the level 70s and 80s, so all of the drops are practically the same. It's just the lower level ones have not as many drops as the higher level ones, but all sorts of drops are coming from all sorts of different level zombies, so I figured I would just kill all the ones that were spawning in this specific location, and of course banking everything in one specific tab so that we can keep track of it all. And of course we have RuneLite as well, so that will be coming in handy. Now the only requirement is you do need the Haunted Mine in order to access Tarn's Lair. That is a quest, and I would just say have a decent HP level and bring some food, because there are unfortunately traps in the floor, some even on the wall, that you can't avoid unless you search it every single time. And since I was staying in this location for 10 hours, I didn't want to keep on searching these traps because they would just reactivate shortly after. So I did take some damage. Those were unavoidable for me, but in general, you should be okay as long as you have a decent combat level if you ever decide to fight these things, which I don't think any of you will, so at least I'd hope not. Now, Tarn's Lair was released January 22nd, 2007, so it's pretty old, and this is a specific zombie that really hasn't been talked about or covered much over time. I would really say the only reason people kill zombies is for that champion scroll, or maybe for Wilderness Slayer if they're killing them in the wild. Usually I would be 2-hitting or 3-hitting them if I was accurately hitting with my fangs, so they were kind of quick to kill, but you can't use a cannon down here due to the floor just being so unstable, and there's really no room to put a cannon in most of this place. Now, as it goes for the drops, so you're going to be looking at weapons and armor, runes and ammunition, a little bit of herbs, although they are uncommon, 8 different coin roll drops, so that is why I had a Ring of Wealth equipped. These are varied from 1 in 25 to 1 in 128, and then of course we have the other drop table, those being just weird items, steel nails and orbs, bowls of water, fishing potions, different kind of potions. So essentially, the higher the level of zombie, the higher the tier of drops, although all of the drops are very similar. Hope that makes sense. Sorry, it's kind of hard to explain because the wiki page that I'm looking at just features so many different zombies and so many different drop tables, but luckily I was looking at all of the drops in my bank after I recorded this video, and I did manage to get every single drop from pretty much every single zombie, so it's all going to be accounted for. One drop that did stand out early on was black nails, and you do get these in a quantity of 8. It's a 1 1 in 25 drop, and it's about 22k. And those are from the higher level zombies that I was killing, so that stood out pretty quickly to me. Decent amount of money, no doubt about it, compared to the other drops that you can see here. You can also get a rune battle axe, which is 1 in 128. I did get quite a few of those during this video. And you can also get a rune warhammer, which is at the same odds, that being 1 in 128. So yeah, a lot of different weapons, a lot of different tiered armor pieces, a lot of strange ammunition that has poison on it. Yeah, very weird drops. I don't know who made this drop table or why they made it this way. Maybe there's lore behind it, but yeah, very strange, which is kind of what made me want to do this video. I mean, it didn't seem so profitable to do. This was more out of curiosity. Definitely not the greatest XP per hour or profit per hour, but just look at all those strange drops. I mean, we have pots of flour, we have pot lids, we have a cup of tea if you get a little thirsty, a bowl of water if that's your, you know, preference. On top of this, we have darts, we have throwing axes, ranging potions to increase the accuracy of those throwing axes. And if you need to get out of here, don't worry about it. You can get a Ring of Dueling drop as well as a gaming necklace drop. Sadly, you can't sell it though. It is charged with 3 charges, not 8. So you just have to high alch it at that point if you want some money back. I was also able to get garlic, which is, you know, 1 in 128. I don't know why, but, you know, garlic's there. A couple unique runes for sure, featuring mist runes, lava runes, cosmic, law, mind, and nature. So those did add up. Those are about 1 in 64. Those are pretty decent throughout this video. And you can also get some dwell berries noted, as well as a pot of cream. I mean, truly, the list goes on. If I sat here naming every single item, you know, that would that'd be a little bit too much. So I'm not going to do that, but I feel like I've already named enough. And as you can see in the bank tab, you know, that's kind of the main feature of this video, is just this bank tab growing over time, because it's truly, I tried to make it a little organized, you know, try to put everything in its place, as long as it was related to whatever it was, like swords go in one place and ammunition goes in another. And not only the zombies, but the skeleton also had a pretty strange drop table as well, and I sort of just combined the two because I was killing probably like, I think it was 15% worth of skeletons compared to the 85% of this video being zombies. So I figure, you know, why not just kill both? I mean, the thing kept attacking me, so I didn't really have a choice in the matter. And this was different. For the most part, they were aggro, the zombies and the skeletons. Whenever I would bank, they would just reset aggro, and it seems like I could just run a couple feet away and they'd be re-aggroed on me. So they attacked me, in other words. I didn't really have to go out of my way and attack them. They kind of just came to me first. I've only actually ever done one video in this area, and it was one of my lowest viewed videos of all time in my 1000 series. I think it did loot from 3,000 terror dogs. Oh, I feel bad for anyone who watched that video. And that was for, I think they dropped granite helmets, if my memory serves me right. The only monster in the game that drops it, from what I remember. This was about 3 to 4 years ago though. But other than that, you can't really find too many monsters in the Tarn's lair. You're just gonna find zombies and skeletons, which is, you know, pretty much covered in this video. There's also skeleton mages, and they practically have the same exact drops as what you're seeing in this video, except they can drop a rune scimitar, and I was only able to get adamant scimitars in this area. So, you know, one level up, I guess, if you kill the skeleton mages. Other than that, you have the giant skeleton. Same exact drops, but you can get a medium clue from him, so that's 1 in 128. I was actually able to get one medium clue at the very last hour from the skeleton, so I did do that, save the casket for the end. Hopefully we get some ranger boots from it or something. But those skeletons do drop some med clues, so that's nice, and of course the skeleton champion scrolls. On top of that, in Tarn's lair you can find animated spades. Sadly they only drop spades, go figure. Of course the possessed pickaxe as well, and they only drop pickaxes. I was actually planning on doing a possessed pickaxe video in the catacombs of Kourend. I don't know if I'm gonna do it though. We'll see how this video does. I might have to get back to the exciting things here pretty soon, but I don't know, you guys keep leaving such weird suggestions. You're killing my curiosity with this, so I had to check out this area. I had to definitely see what was going on and explore all the drops. And just looking at the bank tab at the end, I was proud of this one. You know, someone has to kill these things, and I'm glad it was me. money. And the only other monster that I haven't covered that you can find in Tarn's Lair is the Ghost, and I don't think this Ghost has any drops at all, so oh, scratch that. You can get a beginner clue, which is 1 in 90, but that would be it. So yeah, I would say that these zombies and the terror dogs are probably the only two things worth killing in here, and to say that these zombies are worth killing is a stretch, and that goes for terror dogs too. You know, I think this is really just a quest location. I don't think people were meant to kill things in here, although there is a bank featuring Odavakar. That's the name of the NPC. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I'm actually looking at the personalities here under the wiki, and it says, the poor banker who was sent to the lair. He charges 100 coins every time you use his bank. It sounds like a pretty good gig to me, but unfortunately for him, I don't think he's getting too many customers, considering I was here for 10 hours and I didn't see a single person. Although, you know, why would I? This is a pretty remote area, so yeah. But anyways, I was on the Iron Man the whole time working on tomorrow night's video. Got about 6 hours of that done today, so you guys will see that tomorrow night. It is a free-to-play monster as well this time. It's pretty profitable, and it's awesome. I've actually never killed them before, so hope you guys are looking forward to that. And here we are with 1 hour left to go, 56 minutes on the timer. I did get a comment asking if I use a 10-hour timer for every video, and yes, I do. I'll try showing it more in the next couple uploads, because I guess people like seeing the timer kind of ticking down after hour. So I'll try to show that more. But yeah, I always use the basic Google 10-hour timer. It's just a tab above each of my accounts, 2 different timers for 2 different accounts. Usually my Iron Man always has more hours on it than my main, because whenever I edit, which does take about 2 hours to voice this over and to trim all these clips, I'm always doing the Iron Man's content and not my main. My main just sits at Nightmare Zone or doesn't sit anywhere at all. So yeah, that answers the timer question. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, loot from 10 hours of Tarn's Lair Zombies has been completed, and all I can say about that one is it was interesting. It was a little fun. I wouldn't say it was bad. I don't think I was like upset to be here or anything. Overall, for this video, I did manage to kill 1,857 zombies and 315 skeletons. Again, you guys will see the loot separated at the end on RuneLite. I feel like this video is much longer than it needed to be, but hey, I appreciate you guys watching every minute, that is for sure. So let's go ahead and do the price check. So we had 56k cash from the few alkables that I alked in the beginning, and also all the coin drops. This first price check is strictly all the weapons and the coins. This one comes out to be 645k. Now let's go ahead with round 2, the next inventory. This is going to be all of the helmets, all the plate bodies, the leather items, gloves, boots, van braces, and bodies, as well as a couple of the range items. Couldn't fit them all in this inventory, and this one does come out to be about 104k. Unfortunately, my guy did not give me a discount on using his bank. I was still charged 100 GP, so I had to relocate because I banked my money. So to Falador we go. And this next inventory is all of the ammunition. This is the bolts. This is also the nails, which are decent price right now. This is the biggest price check out of all the price checks, which comes out to be 892k. Got some limestone bricks, got some bars, got some ore, as well as a little bit of jewelry in that price check as well. Now the fourth price check, is it ever gonna end? This is all the potions, all the molds, all the runes, all the essence, all the I was going to say dewberry. I've been watching too many Hell's Kitchen dwellberries, and that one came out to be 109k. God, I'm making myself laugh over here. And then the last inventory, last price check, 49k from that one that has the cream, the garlic, the tea, and everything else. So many drops. And here is the RuneLite tab if you want to see it. Ignore the 185 mil. That was from my past couple videos. Yeah, you'd think my bank's going up. It's really not. This economy is killing me, man. But as you can see, all the drops. The skeletons really didn't have much to do with this tab, just a little bit of armor pieces, very similar drops to the zombies, but that was accounted for as well, and hopefully everything looks a little more accurate based on those RuneLite loot tracking tabs. So shout out to RuneLite for that one. Now from the medium clue scroll, I got a record-breaking 4k, so we'll go ahead and add that into all of these millions of price checks, and it looks like overall, you know, what did we make in 10 hours time in the Tarn's Lair area? 1.8 million made from 10 hours of Tarn's Lair zombies. I wanted to go ahead and try to sell the black nails as well as the rune nails, just to see if they were selling for overpriced, because I can't imagine them being easy to find in the game. But I guess there's other ways to get those nails, because yeah, they didn't sell, unfortunately. So my luck, I tell you, just not it today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you so much if you watched this video. I'll see you tomorrow with another one, and after that I have some exciting things planned featuring demonic gorillas, corrupted gauntlet, abyssal sire, and so much more. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. No Sleep out.